What is up, everybody? It is Eternal here, and today I'm going to be talking about some raid and the things that are going on, the things that we can expect, kind of where the game's at. Have my thoughts changed about raid since 1.12? And yeah, so let's get into it. Okay, so this is new. You can't see this. Hang on, let me jump in. There, main raid fan art contest. So there's a little bit of a fan art contest thing going on, so if you're interested in that, I'm sure all the details are here somewhere. Yeah, they're rewarding you sacred arts, voids, sacred shards, void shards, ancient shards. That's actually a nice reward. What do they want you to actually do? Yada yada yada. Create some awesome artwork that features your favourite champions or big bad bosses from Raid Shadow Legends and send it over to us. So basically, they're looking for content to put on their website, and they will reward you if only 3 people, so there's not a lot of people, considering how many people play the game, and you've got until February the 20th, so you've got just over a month, and then internal voting. Now, it's a bit of a shame. I'd like to see the community voting on this. I think that's kind of more engaging and a bit more interesting, but whatever, Whatever. Games like Hearthstone do a lot of the voting and things like that. I think that's kind of interesting myself. Okay, so why we're here today and what we're going to talk about. We're here to talk about Raid, and what's been going on. We've got 1.13 coming up soon. Lots of people have been getting hyped about that. You've probably seen, but there were some... Cirilla, the community manager, posted a picture basically showing the features of this. It looked like it was really early on, so I don't think we're getting this in 1.13 as some of the other YouTubers have kind of said or hinted at. But 1.13, I think we're going to be getting some interesting changes. Obviously, there's going to be the Tormin nerf or change or tweak or whatever you want to see it. I do think it is warranted. I don't know how they're going to do it. I would just like to see them go through and change it so masteries and gear do not proc, make him proc, and kind of counterattack. So lifesteal, any masteries that you heal, those kind of things. Just I don't think it should be proccing off that. I think that's a little bit overkill. If it was just off abilities, that's better and that's easier to work around and stuff. So I think that would be the good change. I don't know what they're going to do. We'll find out, right? Next up, so there's clan boss changes. This is a big one. So Unkillable is being nerfed in the sense that once the clan boss hits turn 50, it will go through, blocks damage, and the Unkillable buff. Now this is really important as well because champions such as Skull Crusher, who actually do an ally protect and places the Unkillable buff on himself, he's also getting indirectly nerfed, and those comps too. So there are going to be some adjustments. I haven't yet got an Unkillable team, but I think it's still going to be viable. Now, the way that they've done it is with the 50 turns, I like. They might, if they feel the damage is still too high, which I don't think it will be, or if it's too low, they can then adjust that. They could go turn 55, turn 60. They can bring that in line. So I think this change is really positive. I like the way they've done it. So I find that pretty exciting. It's going to change the meta up, make things more exciting. I'm all for that. Okay, I like the fact they haven't totally killed it, because you need to get some fairly specific champions to build this comp, so that's important too. Next up, clan hopping. Clan hopping is being nerfed, and they've done it in a good way. Okay, they're not just going, you can't join another clan. There's a big cooldown attached, and that's one way to do it. I actually like the way that they're going about it, where you will only get the rewards from one clan. What this means is, you can still have people come in to help you kill the clan boss. It just means they may not get the reward if they've already hit the one in their other clan, or whichever clan they were in before. So I personally like the way that they've done this, discouraging clan hopping is, I think it's a positive step. And I think what they're doing is laying the foundations there for hope. I really, fingers crossed, hope. This should have happened like 7-8 months ago, and that's the next point. The clan boss is still not fixed, and that's not fine. If they're making these changes to the clan boss, why not fix the clan boss as well, right? All they need to do is, I think I've talked about this before, is add a threshold to the clan boss. Once that threshold is met, everybody receives X2 rewards, and then if, people didn't do enough damage or whatever, that's fine. But the boss will basically not die, and you can continue hitting it. So that means people can actually hit the clan boss, get the rewards that they want. Clans don't break apart so easily because people will play with the people that they want to. It's not just a case of, we've got 15 or 14 people here and there and spread out into little clusters, and I don't like that. Personally, it's not something I like. It involves a lot more micromanaging. A lot of people lose out, and you're splitting clans up, and I don't get it. It doesn't make sense to me. This is something, if I was working at Plarium, I'd be like, this is a big problem, okay? Here, clan boss needs fixing. We want to bring out a new clan boss. We need to solve all of these issues first. Like, yes, the unkillable, fine. The clan hopping, fine. What about fixing the boss itself? The actual mechanics, the reward mechanics, making, there needs to be more incentive to be in a clan, and there currently isn't. They're missing out on so many opportunities here, from clan events to, competitive events where you might be competing against other clans for so many points, or doing this, that, or the other. There's a whole slew of things that you could be doing, and there's just not. There's no clan PvP. There's just so many things, and I understand the game is in early stages, and I appreciate that, but there are a lot of things that can be done here, and I do hope to see these in the future. I think there would be very welcome changes. So, yes. So, now that I'm not going to talk about that anymore, because it's a topic that it's very close to my heart, because it pisses me off to no end. It really gets to me. So, I'm going to move on before I start ranting. Because this isn't what this video is about. It's not a rant video. This is a where we are, what's going on, and yeah. So, 1.13, we're getting the Unkillable Nerf, we're getting the clan hopping nerf, or nerf, or whatever you call it. We're getting champion rebalances, very welcome. Always love to see those on some champions that really do need the balances as well. So that will be nice to see. I mean, I'm pretty interested to see how that goes. We're also waiting on the 3x3 arena and Void Tower. Now, I've not really heard anything about these lately. They teased the Void Tower a little while back. I think the 3x3 arena, or whatever you want to call it, the tag team arena. There, we'll call it that. Tag team arena has been on the list for a while. It's the next thing on the roadmap. Now, we're not even halfway through the roadmap currently, so I'm interested to see when they're actually coming. We're lacking content at the moment. I'm still enjoying Raid, which is nice. I really liked the fact that they've just, I think it might just be finishing, the whole month-long, it's almost like a daily login reward. You get 225 champion training points, and at the end of the month you get a Sacred and a Voids and Ancients and a bunch of other rewards all the way through. That was really nice. It's basically a daily login reward where you've actually got to go and level some champions up each day and stuff, so it's kind of an extra on top of your normal login rewards. Well, the stuff that you got to do daily. It's not exactly a login reward, but fine, they've done it that way. That was nice. Yeah, it's nice to see those sort of things. It'd be nice to do that every month. So it would be nice to have, that kind of rolling almost. I don't know if they'll do that. That would be cool to see. It'd be nice to see more free-to-play friendly events also. We've got this event. Let me jump in. It's a tournament, and it's kind of nuts. So, first place prize is Lysandra, and you're thinking, whoa, what? Now, they did this with Hegemon, but it was only in the global rankings, and it was the top player got Hegemon, and a lot of people, the community was like freaking out a little bit about this. now they're giving away Lysandra. Now there are, I believe it's 200. How do I scroll down? 250, I believe, people. Oh, yeah. So 250 people. So that's interesting. I'm actually I'm in here with Stu, so that's interesting as well. But so 250 people placed in a bracket. I don't know how many brackets there are because I don't know how many active players there are. So once we get up, I believe it's the top. Is it the top 10 or the top 25? Top 25 players are getting some rewards. This is kind of disgusting. Like that's hardly anything, right? Like, these people are gonna probably spend quite a bit of money, but when you're in the top 10, that's where it starts to get crazy, or top 5 even. So we've got relentless gear. So 6, 4. Not many gems actually. I thought you would get more than that. And then Lysandra, which is like, pooh, huge. So 1 and 2 are really big. 1 being massive. Like, Lysandra is a fantastic champion. She's like an arena goddess. So yeah, they're giving away Lysandra. How do I feel about this? I'm still unsure exactly how I feel about this. I don't think generally I am into champions being given away as rewards, because like, it makes a game like, this is a pay to win game, and that's fine, but there's RNG added into that. This is paying more to win, and then you are targeting, like, you know what you're getting. How do I feel about that? It's more like an auction rather than a slot machine, I suppose. I don't like the idea of auctioning champions off almost. Not a big fan of that. I mean, there's going to be a huge time investment in this as well, so it's not just money, but it's time. I am actually against that. It's cool that, you know, these people get to compete. I like the fact that they've done it in a 250 bracket rather than just the global. More people can access it. Monetization wise, this is a very solid move by Plarium. They're going to make lots of money, so, you know, makes sense. But from a player perspective, I don't think this is a very good tournament. 25,000 for a book, a Lego book, you know, 20,000 for a 5-star chicken, 17.5 for a void shot. It's not very accessible. Looking at it, I don't like this here at all. This, I guess it doesn't affect me. I won't be taking part. I don't care. I don't care too much. I don't like the direction that it could take the game, but I guess now and again these things aren't too bad. It's more of a feels bad. I don't have the money to do this, to take part. I don't think realistically I would, even if I had the money. I think it's a lot of money to spend on a game, and it's not really enjoyable. This, you know, grinding champions out for another champion. I'm not taking part in that. Sorry, I don't find that fun. It's not interactive. It's not interesting. There's no thinking behind it. It's pretty brain dead. So yeah, I don't really like this, but whatever. What else have I missed? We've got things that are coming up. So I would like to see Void Tower and the Tag Team Arena in 1.3. Don't know if we'll get that. The artifact sorting, really excited for that. I don't think we're getting it in 1.13, but it's still pretty cool that it's coming. It's nice to see that they're working on that. That's fantastic. Artifacts are disgusting. And they've even introduced a try feature. Now, I missed this initially, but on the screenshot, which I have not prepared, which I will probably throw up on the screen so you can all see. Now, there's actually a try feature. So this is really cool because it looks like we're going to get to try out gear, and we can filter gear by what's equipped on characters and what isn't, and that's really nice. We can change, substats, main stats. I don't know if we're going to be able to select multiple, so I don't know if we can go, I want a defense chest with speed, crit, and HP percent on, and filter like that. I don't know if you can only select one. I'm not sure. We haven't got anything more on this, or I haven't at least, so don't really know. But that's really exciting, just because it's such a huge quality of life. It's a huge quality of life change, and yeah, players have been calling for it, and it looks like we're getting it, so awesome. But the try feature is great, because that means, it looks like it means we're going to be able to get to try things on, and then we can finalize it. So we get kind of a preview of, if we put this gear on the champion, what the stats are going to be like at the end. So there's no more, if I had 19%, 34, no, what is that? That's 50. There's none of that. So that's nice, because it gives us the stats there, and we can be like, okay. And then if I take that off and put that on, how does that? Okay, that's good, because that boosts the crit and the crit damage, a little bit slower on the speed, that kind of thing. So we get to really play with the stats. I don't know what's going to happen with the silver. I don't know if they'll be adjusting the silver cost for all of this, because it's really high. They probably won't, because it's Plarium, but we'll see. So that's really exciting to see, and I'm looking forward to this. So yeah, it's kind of cool. I'm going to start rambling now, so I'll stop here. I'll cut the video here. What are your thoughts on everything that I've talked about? Is there anything I missed? Could be. I've not been as engaged in the game lately. I'm just sort of coming back into it. That's why you're seeing a few more videos. I've been a bit more engaged in the community, a little bit more, popping into Twitch, more on YouTube, those kind of things. I've been lurking for a little while, and that's kind of over, and I'm being more engaged now. So yeah. That's pretty much everything I've got to say. Thank you very much for watching. If you liked, hit the bell, subscribe, all that good stuff. And I'd love to hear what you've got to say about all of this and what you think. And I will see you in the next one.